Okay, there is, I think, some misunderstanding with how we are supposed to do these lessons. So, if you have not watched the video, the first one that I gave you that demonstrates these two things, definitely watch them. You have to watch them. It is mandatory. One of the things that was missed is for both of these actually, you're supposed to work them up without the repeat, as I demonstrated in those videos. Okay, so I did demonstrate in the videos, no repeat at first, and then you add in the repeat after. So you're supposed to go play the whole thing, no repetition, no repeat, correctly once, and then you go up in five. So you should be going up in fives like a lot in one session. A lot in one session. So yeah, you work this up in fives. You do that for, again, like up to 15 minutes, and then you add in the repetition. And the rhythm, at least, was correct. So that's good. So, but definitely go back, and if you haven't watched it, you need to watch that video lesson that I gave you last time, okay? It's mandatory. You won't know what to do if you don't watch it. So if you're just looking at the tab thinking that that's enough, it's not enough. Always watch everything completely. Take notes if you need to. Watch it multiple times. So, yeah, I need you to redo this one the right way. Work it up in fives, and then once you reach 15 minutes, then you add in the repeats. And that, like it talks about here, like if you max out in less than 15 minutes, that's fine, but then go for the repetitions early. So that's all talked about in that last video, okay? So make sure you go back and watch that. So this one here, the rhythm was wrong. So you're like, I can't remember everything that I did see. I think you may have actually cut some of these out the first time. But a lot of times you were just playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and changing this to a quarter note instead of doing all eighth notes. So it's very important and helpful. Play along with the videos that I send you. Make sure, because like the last video I did it like at 60, 120, 180, and 240 to demonstrate different speeds. Along with a couple other speeds to show how the repetition thing is supposed to go. So, sorry, I'm hearing something out there. It's just really distracting. I'm gonna say, yeah. So follow along with those videos that I send at the different speeds that I'm playing there. So like, let's, at the very beginning, 60. Yes, you should follow along with me to make sure that everything sounds right. It looks right. Yeah, because there was one speed I noticed that you didn't stick with the strum down on the downbeat, up on the upbeat. It changed. That may have been like a subconscious thing. That happens where we got to work on getting control of that. Man, it's distracting. I was gonna say, get control over the downstrokes on the downbeat, upstrokes on the upbeats, and then yeah, just make sure that the rhythm's kind of correct. So when you reach up to 120, it'd be a good idea, watch that part of the video, follow along with me, make sure you're still playing it correctly. Then playing when I get to 180, or when you get to 180, you can come back to the video, make sure that that's happening, playing it correctly there. Like you said, you got Guitar Pro, so following along with that at first could be a good idea too, just to make sure you're hearing everything correctly. So they both need to be redone because it wasn't done properly, it wasn't done correct. So again, the very final practice session that you do the whole thing, work it up as far as you can, and then add in the repeat as talked about in the first video. So what I'm going to do here is demonstrate how this practice session should really go. So just for number 2 here, since that was the one, the rhythm was incorrect. So I'm not going to count off on this one because I'm just going to go. All right, so this is how it should be done. this is the speed where you no longer have to count out loud. So if you don't want to count out loud up to this point, that's fine. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to stop there. Hopefully that's enough to give you the idea. And so you just keep going as fast as you can. Get to that point where it's, it takes you like a minute or two of really struggling to get another good take, and then that's it. Or once you reach 15 minutes. So if you don't max out in 15 minutes, that's fine. You start throwing in the repetition there after the 15 minutes. If you do max out in less than 15 minutes, you're like, there's no way you're going to get any faster. That's fine too. That's when you drop the metronome down like 10 or 20 beats per minute and try and add in the repeat there. So if you got any questions with what to do, please let me know. Definitely, again, watch that video, the first one from last week, and follow along. And there we go. So yeah, just redo these the right way and send them on in. All right, see you again in your new videos.